Welcome to this week's energy forecast. I am Rachael Phillips, the creator of the BU Oracle cards and the Intuition Alignment Program. This week's energy forecast is for September the 24th through to September the 30th. So we have just had an equinox period on the 22nd and 23rd, and we have a full moon on the 25th. So for all of you out there that are feeling highly vulnerable, but yet supercharged, and know that somewhere inside of you is revealing the next beautiful step, then you're completely on track. So let's discover what this week unfolds for us all. Monday and Tuesday is about empowerment. Wednesday through till Friday is about the card of strength. Saturday and Sunday is about chaos. And this is where the beauty is being able to understand what is occurring out in the energy, so that for instances like the chaos card, where we could potentially take that away and think, oh no, like something, I'm going to turn into crazy town, we actually get to be able to navigate and work with this energy and be able to bring out the benefits of what this card can bring through for us. So let's have a look at how this week unfolds. Monday and Tuesday is about the card of empowerment. So as we know, as we move into a period of a full moon is about surrendering, about letting go. And when we do surrender and when we let go, that is where transformation really does occur. To me, it reminds me of, when you see in like little kids movies where that person turns around and they see all this like fairy dust going around them, and then when they've stopped turning, there is this magnificent being within them. And that's, to me, is what is occurring this coming week, is about we really are getting very, very clear on the things that don't serve us anymore. And I know that we hear this all the time, and yet sometimes we don't always understand the significance of that. The equinox has been brought into our consciousness for us to be able to have a look at what is not in balance. What is it that you're seeking? And if you are out there chasing your dreams and really wanting to transform who you are, where is there an imbalance that's showing up in your world? And this is where we get to see the insight in which our soul is revealing to us, where we can see a certain pattern of behavior or a mindset or just a beingness component within us that we start to really recognize that it is outdated, not in sync with who we are, certainly doesn't resonate with the person that you're growing into. And this is where we get to bring things back into balance, because with the full moon, then we get to go, well, these are the things that are not serving me anymore. So I'm going to work really well over this coming month to be able to truly surrender and let this go, because you finally have awareness as to what is not serving you anymore. And this is the gift that always comes with the full moon. A lot of the times I hear people go into almost like a state of panic when they know that the full moon's coming, because their first connotation is, oh, everyone's going to go crazy. That is, of course, there is a component, because some people don't always have that awareness, but you yourself do. You do have the awareness of what the full moon is bringing to you. It is bringing up this moment to shed away layers that have been holding on for such a long time that you have completely outgrown. And so therefore the gift is revealed to us. So when we have a look at these things that are being presented and brought into your consciousness right now, this becomes the gift that you can give to yourself, that you can either choose to either hold on to, because you know that, some people like to hold on to things because they're scared of the unknown. But I know with you all, there is so much more awareness within your consciousness that you know that these things that are being brought up, yes, there is a little bit of a component that there is a unknowingness. But we can work through that period of unknowingness, because the certainty is you are completely certain that you no longer want to have these parts of you that you've just completely outgrown. And that, again, has like an additional benefit to it, because it shows you how far you have grown. And when we realize how far we've grown, it can bring up a level of vulnerability. And we can think that vulnerability is a weakness, but it really is a strength to be able to take that little bit of a reflective moment and go, you know what? Look how far I have actually grown within myself in the being person that I have become. You will become more consciously aware that you've either become stronger, more patient, more quiet, more determined, more focused, whatever it is. That is an aspect that you have obviously been working on, and you're really getting it fine-tuned into this beautiful new pattern of behavior, and that is something to be recognized and to be owned and to celebrate that in itself. And this is where we can bring in that vulnerability, because we can see, well, look how far I've grown. And sometimes those tears that can come up are not tears of sadness, they're tears of joy, because then we actually do really get to recognize how far we have transformed over the years. Wednesday through to Friday is about that strength, and when we actually shed and we let go of things, this is where we actually get to be able to see that definitive growth that we've gone through, where we can come to that space where we really do stand in our own personal power and come to a place where we feel very, very comfortable and certain and solid in who we have grown into. And that takes and brings out so much internal spunk, and that is the thing that I love the most about this card, is about being able to recognize your own internal spunk, because each person has their own energetic frequency. To me, I like to call that their own spunk. And when we truly do step into that space, we radiate our own natural beauty. And a lot of people, we shy away from that. This is this time where we are stepping into that and embracing it, and being able to recognize the amazing goddess being that we are within our own self, and that we can have the beautiful polarity of being strong and yet have this gentleness within us, and allow our own vibe to come to the forefront. So that's what makes Wednesday through to Friday incredibly exciting. Saturday and Sunday, as I said, brings up the card of chaos. Now, as I said, with the equinox about being balanced, and about the full moon about surrendering and stripping away and letting things fall away naturally on their own, and choosing to step back into our own personal power, we can then get this influx of amazing ideas pumping into our mind about all these things that we want to do, and then as humans, because we become so inspired and motivated and excited, we're like, I need to do this and this and this, and this creates a very anxious and a panic state in our mindset, and then our body becomes overreactive to it, and we can start running around with our head chopped off. My greatest advice is, from Monday through till Friday, you're going to start getting an influx of beautiful ideas. Write them down. Keep a little notebook near you. Write them down in your notes in your phone, because 9 times out of 10 we have our phone with us all the time. Start getting these ideas, because chaos is about being stuck in our head and being disconnected. Now, we know that is what the energy is going to bring it in, so we can reverse engineer and go, okay, I've got these really great ideas and I don't want to be disconnected. How can I embrace these awesome ideas and really transform them into inspired action steps? And we do that through being able to write them down, because we take them out of our head. Then we actually get to be able to have a look at what is really important, and how can I make these changes become long term. When we keep things in our head, they just become like little gremlins that just keep going around and around and around and around. And this is where we can break that cycle. And this is what makes it really exciting after, you move into that space of personal power, to be able to then continue that energetic vibe for the weekend. So write all of these amazing ideas, prioritize them, look at what's important, bring a lot of moments of checking in with yourself. If you are staying present, when we get lots of ideas, we can usually take our mind into the future, and when we're sitting in the future, we forget that we create our future in the present. So it's important to bring ourselves back to being present. So when we have little moments of checking in, is that moment to be able to go, am I present, or am I spending too much time in the future, or have I let myself fall back into the past? So this is this beautiful moment where we can bring ourselves into our present reality, be able to look at how we can transform all of those amazing ideas, so that you can start writing out, I don't want to call it a to-do list. To me, it is about creating lists that help you stay focused, so you know that the direction that you're going in, so that not only do you get to be able to know what steps to be able to take, But as you tick them off, you also get that moment of being able to celebrate that you've taken one more step in the direction that you want to go, that it's allowing you to move into this beautiful space of really owning who you are in all of its magnificence. So it's a really exciting week. The other thing that I also want to bring into your I know I've used the word awareness a lot today, but it really is a word that is something that is quite significant this week. Also, you know, when we are stripping and clearing away and recalibrating and transforming and moving into this beautiful space, it's really, really also incredibly vital to remember to be able to go in and cleanse and charge your energy. So it's important to, you know, look at, you know, saging your home and your own self. Bringing yourself back into balance, whether it's go to nature or go to the beach, take a beautiful soak in the bath, whatever it is that's going to help you through that process of really shedding away all of the things that don't resonate with you. So I wish you all an incredibly gorgeous full moon. Take care. Much love to you all, and please feel free to share this.